I made a video talking about my 25 favorite roguelites of all time, and it got me thinking, am I actually good at any of these games? So what I want to do is load up all 25 games and give myself one chance to win. That's it. 25 games, 25 runs, and hopefully 25 wins. Okay, quick pause before we jump into the first game. I just wanted to quickly thank the sponsor of this video, Infinity Hexadome Tactics. It's a 1v1 turn-based tactics game that just got announced for a September 10th release date, so be sure to wishlist it today. Infinity Hexadome Tactics is filled with so much strategy and variety in a tactics game that it will make every match unique, as you have a handful of different champions and teams to form, as each champion is balanced with their own stats, attacks, and skills, meaning you will need to build a balanced team around supports, ranged attackers, melee attackers, and specialists to find what works best for you. And while I'm in a tactics game, I personally love to just eliminate my opponent as fast as possible, but Hexadome is unique in where your objective is to just not eliminate your opponent, but also to control more zones than your opponent at the end of every single game by having more of your heroes in a dome at the end of each turn. It adds an extra layer of strategy, and then the tactics cards that every champion can summon adds another layer of strategy and uniqueness that gives it a feeling of mixing chess and poker. This also has online, so you're encouraged to play with friends, and as of right now, tournament builds are available through the game's Discord, so you can learn and master this game before it launches, and potentially win some prizes. So be sure to wishlist Infinity Hexadome Tactics on Steam with the link below, and join their Discord to start learning and mastering this game today. Thanks again to Infinity Hexadome Tactics for sponsoring this video, and now let's start playing some games. The first game we're going to load up for this list is Peglin. Peglin is a game I have a solid 44 hours in, and I know what you're thinking. 44 hours? That's not a lot of time. Well, let me tell you, I enjoy a lot of genres besides roguelites, and 44 hours is still a long time. That's a very beefy single-player game. Some games I will be a lot more confident in winning, and since we only get one chance to win, I will put on some difficulty enhancers, and this is one of those games. We throw it on Crucible 5 to show you I'm just whimsy enough for you to sub to this channel if you want to help it out, and our starting relic applies Spinfection on every throw, which is a poison that deals 10 damage per stack. So we essentially have 10 free damage on every throw. And after our first fight, which we easily win, we get another relic of a fish. This fish deals damage per peg hit, and damage dealt from those pegs is the amount of larger orbs that you have. And at first I thought this was completely useless because I was aiming for a poison build. But as the first world went on, the build went in a completely opposite direction. We faced a mini boss and bought a bulwark orb, which gives you a shield for every X number of pegs on it. And it's big, so that fish relic is now being used every time this orb is thrown. And then we grabbed another relic to have more bombs spawn, and the rest of this first world went a lot better than expected. I removed some orbs, faced a lot of mini bosses, which resulted in me gaining a lot of relics for more healing, more refresh pegs to hit, more damage on our orbs after we reload, and we even grabbed the Swolt orb, which buffs the pegs that it hits. And the next thing you know, we're already at the first boss. Look at all that protection I just gathered. Like a couple nights ago, I got woken up by Stormy because she just decided to run into the room with her favorite toy and be like, hey, I need attention, like, immediately. And, like, obviously, I love my cats more than, like, life itself, but I also love sleep. But it's one of those things that when you have a cat, you kind of if your cats tend to do that, which, you know, that's life. Sometimes cats will be cats. You kind of have to adjust. The cats started the wake up war. I'm just here finishing it. I just beat the crap out of this boss without even trying. Without even trying is a stretch, but we grab a nice relic that gives us a little hop every 3 hits, and this second area is better than the first. Why? I bought 2 more buckle orb things that give me more shield and are bigger than your average orb, and that led to me comfortably coasting through this second world, and got some more good relics, of course. And the second boss is the one I seem to face every time I pick this game up, but let's see if we can beat them. This is actually going really well. It's going a little too well, though. I don't even know what the spindle points do still. Oh, I'm poisoned, man. Don't do that. All right, we have a little bit more damage now, but we need to get some refreshments. The problem I have right now is I cannot heal. Oh, look at that. I'm stuck in a corner. That was a lot of damage. There's a lot of poison on this board right now. And I don't approve of that. And they're dead. The third area was just kind of a breeze. 3 bulwark orbs, and then we grab a mirror, which turns into a random orb every time I reload. You can guess that this will end pretty well, but sometimes all it takes is one bad turn, so let's see if we can start this challenge off with a bang. Maybe if the mirror orb turns into the egg on the final turn, I can get the achievement for winning with 2 eggs. Right? That's how it works. Surely. Let me heal because I have the money. Oh, great. I get to go fight a mini-boss now. Oh, no. It's the long-legged linguini, man. Oh, no. The red bombs we want to avoid because the red bombs deal a bunch of damage to us. Well, some things are unavoidable in life. Life comes at you fast, you know? All right. Previously thrown bombs will now refresh as bombs. Attacks apply 1 explodable to enemies. Immediately deal 1 damage to the target enemy for every 2 pegs activated. Sure, that seems kind of good. Remove an orb. We'll remove the dag orb, even though it has 14 crit, which I think might have been a mistake, but it's a higher chance to get the egg. All attacks gain +1. Basic blade is basic. Okay, let's see what we can do. We're not doubled up on the egg, but that's okay. We're gonna do so much damage on this first throw, you have no idea. How much damage are we gonna do? I don't even know. Probably not that much. 444. We have egg. We ignore egg. I'm gonna go for the reload, because every time we reload, we get a little bit more damage, you know? We have egg again. Cannot use egg. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, we didn't double up on the egg again. I am slowly killing myself. But we should win right here. Burr has won his 1 game of Peglin, so it is safe to say I am good at Peglin. The first of the 25 games. I am good at least one of them. There is a secret 4th area that was added, but I do not have that unlocked, so we take this first victory. The next game we picked up was Ball Pit because I just wanted to fondle more ball. So the next game we picked up was Ball Pit, and I know what you're wondering, 2 ball games in a row? In reality, I had all these games on a wheel with whatever number they were aligned to on my 25 favorite roguelites, but I don't want to spoil that video just in case you haven't seen it, so you will not know which game is my favorite roguelite and which one is not. You can take guesses if you want, but just go watch this video so you can see. duh. But Ball Pit is another one that I have kinda recently played because I 100%ed it in terms of achievements twice. Once on Steam and once on Xbox. With that said, I picked up 2 characters to play with, the Itchy Finger and the Shield Bearer. Good start in balls, a nice benefit with the Shield Bearer being able to bounce them back, and I decided to play on a New Game Plus run as I thought it would be harder with how much progress is already on this save file. The first half of this run was pretty simple, and I established my build early on with AoE damage and doing more damage for the mini balls that get thrown because I have more spawning from a couple other balls that I picked up. So let's see if we can go 2 for 2 on ball throwing roguelites. Oh, there's another brood mother. That's more baby balls again. Boss number 2. I feel like they will be getting destroyed. We have so many balls on the screen. Another egg sack, so we can have 2 giant spiders now on our squad. That's great. Arachnophobia is in full season right now. Level it up to 3. Come on, die! Oh my god, this thing will not die. There we go. Fusion. A brood mother and a spider queen fused together. Because you might as well. Gain a shield that blocks the next hit. I mean, no, that's just invincible. Just give me the 2-0 already. Give me the 2-0 already. Just give it to me. I'm aware of my own demise that is slowly happening every single day, and I am aware that I may not have forever as a content creator, so I gotta lock in, you know? Another video. Oh god, I can't live with all these ideas that I have, man. I have way too many ideas and not enough time to do them. Like, I actually do kind of want to do that now. The best friend slop games? I'm trying to think what friend slop games have I already played a lot of that I don't really need to gather footage for. Repo, Peak, Lethal Company. Repo and Lethal Company are kind of similar though, you know? Alright, anyways, enough of me yabbering. This needs to go into a YouTube video eventually as well. I always hate putting goddamn YouTube videos up with me talking to Twitch chat so heavily. Because then I feel like they might get jealous. YouTube could get jealous because you're talking to Twitch so much. I don't want YouTube to be jealous, you know? The best friend slop games from people with no friends. None. We should win this. Oh, he's spawning in people, but... Well, I tried New Game Plus, and I definitely think it was a little bit harder than what any other level would have been on the base game, but even then, it feels like I kind of dominated this. Yeah, I definitely kind of dominated it, but first gold completion gets me a lot of extra gold. There we go, baby. That's 2 wins in a row. 2 wins in a row. I'm just saying, our third game better have balls as well. We did indeed dominate Ball Pit, and I will say some games feel more like a free win, like our next game, Brotato. Like, I have a solid over 50 hours in the game, and I last played it in December of 2025 because I was gathering footage for this video, which you should also go watch if you want to. But going in, I decided to try a new character I've never won with before. Hell, I've never played with before, and that's the Builder. He gets a free start in structure and cannot pick up any other structures, but the structure he starts with gets buffed for every 5 materials you don't pick up at the end of the wave. You'd think that I would aim for engineering upgrades as they are increased by 50%, but I kind of just do whatever. I pick a gun as my starting weapon and decide we'll aim for a more ranged build. And the first half of the game seems fine. We're on danger 2, so we do have more enemies spawning. I have a good amount of upgraded weapons, but don't have much damage, not much armor, dodge, speed. I have some HP regeneration, but nowhere near enough engineering. And my lack of stats start to show on wave 15. Yeah, we made it that long. But I lost half my health in about 2 hits. So we really need to lock it in on these last 5 waves. Holy cannoli. My confidence is not high. My confidence is not high. take 3 more armor. 5% dodge. Can't even afford any of these. I'm gonna lock that in for wave 19. Maybe I can get 2 of that. Oh boy. Losing Brotato would be kind of embarrassing, but you know, that's sometimes in situations you need to be humbled by the things that you think will be simple. Like Brotato. Maybe if I stand near this cat, it will be a lot better. It does seem to be going a little bit better when I'm standing next to the cat. I feel like it went a lot better the second I started standing next to them. 1 damage for every 1 knockback you have. I mean, that's just free, so we'll take it. Take the 6 regeneration now. 1 engineering for every permanent elemental damage that you have. I have no elemental damage. That is useless. A sad tomato. That's so sad. But 8 HP regeneration. I'm going to lock it in. Maybe we'll be able to get it. I'm going to stick near the cat again, man. We're on wave 19 out of 20. 13 damage. Imagine if we had a sad tomato right now. That's 8 more regeneration. Where'd the cat go? Oh, the cat went all the way up top. I saw a big dodge. Holy shit. Am I dead? I got humbled by Brotato, killed by a helmet alien on wave 19. Okay, well, I guess I'm not that good at Brotato. I did play as a character I never played as before, so I did make it a little bit harder, but I thought I'd be able to do it. Okay, cue it back to that original store. You see that cog right there? Yeah, well, I was editing this, I noticed it and thought, maybe this guy should take the cog twice instead of the mushroom. I feel like that would have been a better play because of the engineering buffs we would have had. And we did die in the next wave, so our first loss in this challenge is from a game I feel like I should have won. And speaking of games I should win, the next game we have is Returnal. What a great segue. We can see that I have a solid 60 hours in it, but I haven't seriously played it since 2023. The game is more story driven, so once you actually finish the story, there isn't really much reason to continue playing, unless you're doing the endless mode, the Tower of Sisyphus, which I did dabble with. I mean, I 100%ed the game on Steam when it first came out, and it is a great time, but there wasn't really much reason for me to go back to it after completing it. Like I said, I have cleared the story, so a run is kind of unique. I battle through the first biome and clear out every room, almost dying a few too many times. There aren't any bosses in this run besides for the final boss. You level up weapon proficiency so the weapons can have more buffs and be better in terms of stats like damage and fire rate. And you also want to level up your suit integrity so you have more max HP. Returnal is filled with satisfying gunplay, great movement, and is pretty hard. But it's kinda weird to discuss. After the first area, we literally skip to the final biome because the game lets you do that. My HP isn't high, but I am allowed to level up weapon proficiency to scale with the area we go through. The biggest thing that happened in the first biome was me buying a spaceman relic, which revives you if you die. And it's a good thing we bought it because I did end up dying in one room. Oh my god. I was unaware of the hands that these guys were going to present to me. And I am dead. But I have the one revive from the little space guy that I got. Okay, now that we lost our revive, let's see how we actually handle the rest of this run, because I do want to showcase some Returnal gameplay so people buy it because it's that good. I could buy another Death Defiance, another astronaut figure. Oh, max integrity by 25%, that'd be so good, but I'll just take another free Death Defiance. Maybe I'll be good enough to not die. No, we take the carbine. We keep this carbine, level 28 and leech rounds. What I really need to do is get my integrity up. My integrity's so goddamn low. Enhances reflexes. Probability high. I'll cleanse it with ether because, let's be honest, when am I going to play Returnal again after this? When am I going to play Returnal again after this one? 2 slots. I'll take the chance. I have to collect an artifact. My integrity goes down until I collect an artifact. Great. I just got my integrity up for that, and now it's gone. Okay, if I can get 1 artifact, our integrity should be looking good, and I still have the revive from the spaceman that I bought. I don't have a key for this door, but that's okay. Is this the final boss? Wait a minute, am I at the end of a run? I might be at the end of a run here, man. Okay, this might be the end. I can't fully remember a Returnal run. I thought the end was, like, in, like, the desert, but that's, like, the first time you end a run. Slow down time a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out what we need to do. I think we just shoot these. You see the leech rounds going hard right now? What is up, Aaron? This game is great. Returnal is a top-tier game that actually got a sequel, but I haven't played the sequel because I don't want to spend all the money on it. And it's only on PlayStation 5. The only PS5 exclusive I want to play is Astrobot. If the run goes, if we go back to the spaceship without losing all of our HP, waking up again, that means I'll say we won. And we still have a revive. But the bad thing is I'm missing like a majority of my health. But I don't know if this is the end. It was a boss. Follow him down here. Did I actually win? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's playing goddamn Don't Fear the Reaper. I really beat the game. All right, so I think that counts as a win and run considering the credits are playing. I didn't know what to expect with a Returnal run in terms of length and difficulty, but I'm glad I picked it up because I sometimes question if it should still be one of my favorites, and it should be. It's a great goddamn game that just runs so well. Now, the next game we have up is The Binding of Isaac, and I know I don't have a crazy amount of hours compared to a lot of other people, and I know there's a crazy amount of endings and a billion different items that you can get. So a run will end for me whenever it ends. I don't know when it's gonna end. I have a rough idea, but whenever we see the game end, whether I win or die, that's when we know it's over. Our one run starts off perfectly with a mutant spider upgrade that gives us a quad shot in the first room. And this first basement level is huge. We get a second item with a golden bar. I don't know what that does, but then we have the boss. It's a bomb in here we can get. All right, well, we're on the first boss. The Duke of Flies. Yeah, maybe it's just the people that only play one game all the time, which I will say publicly that sounds miserable playing just one game all the time when there's so many video games to play. You can have a favorite game, you know, that's normal having a favorite game, but only playing one? Are you sure you like video games at that point? Did we get a devil room in here? You unlock something in the basement. I unlocked something new. Range up. Isaac versus Pin. What the heck? Well, whoever he has a lot of health. I forgot about that, to be honest. I always forget about the items that I can use, which did a crazy amount of damage. Oh, I got another thing now. Damage plus range up? Okay, we're cooking. Cooking indeed. I think in my time, that was the first time I've had 2 bosses on just the first floor, and it sets us up for a really good run with these passive items. The second floor is just more so the same thing, clearing every room, and the item we get gives us even more range along with more speed. And we even found some pills to slow down time for a single room. And then we have the second boss. Does Drowsy just slow down the entire room? Does. Is this the entire fight now? Well, this Drowsy is making this fight a little bit easier. Just a touch easier. We have a 100% chance of going to the devil at this point if I don't take any damage. I almost took some damage at the end there. Got a stapler, damage up. That's what we like to see. And we have a devil room. Oh, what, do I have to take this now? Oh, shit. We lost the devil item thanks to that hand. I don't even know what it was. Binding of Isaac fans, is this thing good? Now, believe it or not, this is one of my favorite roguelites, but there's just so many items in this game. I don't remember what any of them do. I know there's mods to put them on, but I do have a giant project in mind for the Binding of Isaac, but I'm really unsure about it. So if you want to see a giant video on this game, well, let me know below so I can gauge people's interest. The third floor, we get the Mongo friend, so we have a little ally with us. Love that for me. Had a good fight with Gertie, which resulted in us getting the PJs that gives us 4 soul hearts. And on the 4th floor, we found an HP up item in a chest, a needle that says it hurts. Okay, I don't know what this does, but the next item we grabbed was the Stigmata. I like this one. It tells me exactly what it does. It makes me very happy to see. But then we also grabbed an item called the Cursed Eye, which makes me charge up a shot, and that changes this run significantly. If you're charging up a shot and get hit, you teleport into another room that you have yet to explore, which I learned on this first boss fight with this weapon. Kinda. I just assumed something happened and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. We beat this first boss before we have Mom's leg, and let's just let the rest of this run play because the Binding of Isaac is so fun to watch, right? Double boss fight. New item description. You guys are saying this thing's gonna cost me the run. I kind of like this item. This charge shot, I kind of like it. I like it. And we got HP up, which is great because I'm gonna be taking a shit ton of damage here. This is where the game ends because I'm gonna get hit so often. But this is not a win and run yet, like I thought it was when I first played the game 5 years ago. No, we gotta go through this. We're almost at a win and run. For me, my win and runs, just don't get hit. My problem with this final area is I always end up... I always have a hard time finding the blood on the ground because it's so red, you know? Oh, shit. What the heck? Do I just get teleported if I take damage? What the hell's going on? So it should be a reminder that not everything needs to be like super high in quality and production value. Doesn't need to be through the roofs for every video, you know? I say that as I make these giant projects on my main channel because those are what I like to make, but the 100% seems so fun. You find what you got, and then you just keep on keeping on. I've been pretty terrible at playing new roguelites this year because the videos I made on roguelite reviews did not do good ever, so I just stopped doing them. I teleport every time I take damage. That is going to be so annoying against the boss if they regain all their health, which I think they do. Oh, that's going to be incredibly annoying, man. If this item that I have, the charge shot, if one of the things it does is make you teleport away every time you take damage, I don't think I like that. Oh, it's only while I'm charging. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Destruction brings creation. I can see forever. I can't remember if I can see forever is a positive thing. Oh, great. It spawned me into the boss fight. Range plus tears up. Oh, and we got a holy one. Homan shots plus damage up. Okay, okay. Homan shots. All right. I feel like we might have a run in the Binding of Isaac. I'm not going to say this is my best run ever because I can't remember every run that I've had, but this is definitely a good one. I feel like they're just going to keep spawning enemies. I had an idea to do within the crew Motifest for a vid, but to do it as my first vid would be ambitious. I mean, I've seen some channels blow up with just one video out of nowhere, so, you know. Like, I saw a 100% video on a random, like, tower defense game I've never even heard of myself. Got like 300,000 views. Got the channel monetized within like a couple days. So you really never know what can happen. And that's the great thing with the tubes. You never know what can happen. And I think YouTube is 100 times more fun than streaming in terms of trying to figure out the analytical side of things and trying to grow. Because Twitch streaming, you could just glaze your Twitch chat all day and they love you. Like, oh, you guys are the best. Oh my God, you guys are so nice. You're so cute. You guys are so sweet. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys are the best. You've made my whole week. Oh my God, 5 gifted subs. Oh my God, I could kiss you. And then, you know, you get them. You get them just like that. YouTube, you gotta work for it a little bit more. Okay, I think it's boss time, man. Is this Mom's heart? I was gonna say, gotta be careful not to freaking charge it up. HP up, I'll take that though. Son of a bitch. Fucking Christ, and I am in a predicament right now because I cannot take damage on this final fight. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you guys thought the Binding of Isaac was gonna beat me because I'm not that great at it, I say. But then look at me now. That's a W in my book for the Binding of Isaac. If you say anything about that's not if you win in the Binding of Isaac. If you say that in the comments, if you say that, I can't stop you, but just know it's a win to me, man. I haven't played the game for 1 billion hours like you have. I've only played for 40. Look how pretty he is. He's beautiful. It is very fun having a good run in Isaac, and the next game, Dome Keeper, is very fun all the time. Another great segue by me. Dome Keeper is one I played for over 100 hours, and I have a 100% video on it, which is the last time I played the game in a more serious manner. But the last time I played it in a challenge video, I kinda dominated it on the standard difficulty of Brutal. So this time we're playing Relic Hunt on the hardest difficulty possible, which is You Asked For It. In Relic Hunt, you just look for a relic and have monsters spawn after a certain amount of time. And the more monsters spawn, the further into a run you go. You collect resources to buff your character and dome characteristics and find relics that can also buff you. This game is one that isn't really as interesting to watch, I feel, and I never really know what to discuss, and it's a bit easier to just explain what's happening for most of this run. I picked the sword as my weapon and the shield as my dome's upgrade. It starts off a little slow, and the first upgrades I typically get is strength for my drill and carrying strength to carry more resources at once. We eventually end up getting the lift, which is one of my favorite upgrades to get, as I just yeet all my resources on that and watch them go up. And I also upgrade it to have me move faster while I'm on it because I have a tendency to stay down a little too long and come to the monster fight a little late. This run is going as standard as it could, but I am not finding a lot of resources or seeing any signs of the relic. And my lift got blocked by the natural environment of RNG until we found a new and upgraded drill for another upgrade, which did come in handy. And then it's just kind of searching for 20 minutes and I can sense the end is near, near, whether it be from me finding the relic or me eventually becoming overwhelmed by the amount of enemies. So let's see how we can do. Either they're going to kick my ass or I'm going to find the piece soon. I don't think I'd want to be the hunter. I'd be so stressed trying to find people. Oh my God, where is this piece, man? Could be up. Well, that's not it, but that's still good. That's a crazy amount of water. And that he can go without me because I'll be there soon. But we just found the first piece, so actually there's some hope. We just found the first piece. That's good. That's good. We've made some progress. Dude, I don't even have a cobalt? Really? I don't even have a goddamn cobalt. Alright, well, I hit a bird, but that's fine. Oh my God, finally. You didn't, you son of a bitch. You're such a troll. We have found it. Granted, it's gonna take forever to drill through, but hey, we got it. We just have to get all the nodes now. Luckily, I go super fast on the lift. That's why I like to invest in the lift. It can give you a lot of speed. The additional time it activates on shield depletion. So use it before the shield depletes and I get it twice. Oh, easy wave for me, man. Easy wave. If we just get the relic, we win. That's it. If we get the relic, we win. I will say, this hardest difficulty of Dome Keeper, breaking news, hardest difficulty is hard. I know that's going to be surprising to hear, but who would have thunk? That's 2. I think there's only 3 that we need to hit. If we get it right here, we can ignore all this. And that opens up. Oh, we should have this. We should have it. Come on, open up. Your boy remains unstoppable on the dome, even on the hardest difficulty. It got a little stressful there, but your boy remains unstoppable on the Dome Keeper, the Dome Deeper, the Dome Beepo. Don't worry. The relic saved us. I needed the relic to save me this time, but that's okay. We won. All right. Put it on the hardest difficulty. Versus mode unlocked. Map size, I only did medium. I only had time for medium, but still medium took me 41 minutes, so. Dome Keeper is still getting dominated, but the next game is one that I have a rich history with, and it's Enter the Gungeon. It's another game I have a 100% video on, but you can tell by these hours I have played this game a lot, and I have a tendency to win. So let's see if I can actually keep that record going. With Gungeon though, we just want to clear Dragon, and I know I've been making these games harder, but Gungeon is just a hard game in general, so I think I could still easily lose if I don't get a strong build. Another memorable quote by me. For this run though, I decided to go with the Hunter because she has a dog, and I don't use them a lot for challenge videos, so this should be fun. And the first chamber is almost a disaster. Oh my god. Can you not stand on the Can you not sit on my mouse? Listen, I'm not playing with a mouse, but my mouse is still plugged in. You sitting on the mouse is shooting in the shop. My shop's gonna be closed for the entire run. I only have one chance. I have one shot at this. I don't want the shop to be closed. I need the shop opened. She was sitting on my mouse and it started shooting in the shop. Oh, okay. Shop is still open. Lucky for me, the shop did not close after I came in blasting, but this entire first dungeon was kind of a dud in terms of item collecting. I opened up the pathway for the secret chamber with the water barrel, but didn't actually get another weapon for the boss. And if you don't know, you gain a master round for clearing a boss without taking any damage. So let's see if we can take down this first boss perfectly. Or are you just really curious on how I did such an accomplishment in gaming? I don't have... Not having a weapon is slightly annoying, man. But we killed him. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? And he got me a key. My man. A rad gun? Radical? Let's go buy the key so we can open up the secret chamber. I accidentally bought armor. Common mistake right there, and it turns out I skipped a few rooms from this first chamber, but I don't need these 2 keys anymore. We clear out the rest of the rooms and head to the secret chamber. It's kind of the same thing as the first chamber where I need a gun, and then end up getting a turtle from a chest. And when we make it to the boss, we take some damage, try to use the rad gun, and that goes horribly wrong. And this boss kind of takes a while to beat. But we do finally grab a gun, but it's one that's particularly not good for clearing most rooms, so we get rid of it immediately along with the crossbow and get a little pistol. I mean, okay. This gun works okay for the second chamber. I mean, look at it go. I eventually get the anvil gun from a chest. That's exciting, I guess. And then it's time for the second chamber boss because not much else happens. Lock in, lock in. She is luckily the easiest boss fight. She only has about 3 moves that you need to worry about. You can avoid the poison pretty easily, but don't go this far like I did. Like, you can just do that. Boom. I still got 1 more. You get 2 blanks every time. She's so simple. Gotta watch out for that one. Turns you to stone so you can't shoot. Oh, look at that. Easy. Oh, wait, it's not over yet. Boom. Look at that. Well, the good news is... Oh, God, I didn't get a gun, though. Oh, my God. Didn't get a gun. There is no good news because I still don't have a weapon. Like, I have a few weapons, yeah, but my goodness, they're not the most reliable at this point into the run. The pistol is what I mostly use for this chamber, and when we do find a chest, we don't even have a key for it. Then I buy a key and still don't get a weapon when using it, which means a third boss will need to be fought with these subpar weapons. Well, I mean, that's just how Gungeon is. You know, you got your good guns that you like. Like the rad gun. Whack. You know what's whack? I don't think I remember how to use items. Or maybe I did use an item. Damn it. There goes my perfect boss streak. In my defense, though, I haven't really gotten many guns. Holy shit. What? That's one way to find them. Cog of battle? Dude, I'm not getting anything. I don't even like the Cog of Battle too much. It allows you to reload a touch quicker if you time it, but in a game like this, I'm too focused on trying to not die to perfect a reload. The fourth chamber is where my luck finally turns around as we get the laser lotus from a red chest. That's a good weapon. So let's see if we can clear out the rest of Enter the Gungeon from here with these subpar weapons and a laser lotus. And I guess the rad gun's pretty good too. Okay, man. Oh, fucking K game. Okay, game. Oh my god. I'm terrible. I have 2 health left. We turn it around. We turn it around. It's not the gun. It's the player. The player sucks. I'm the player. We pull out the rad gun, I guess. All right, well, I have 2 HP, so that should be enough, right? All right, well, that was a lot better. The rad gun, I don't know how I'll be honest, I don't know how I hit 3 of those reloads in a row with the rad gun. I don't even think I actually did it. But, hey, we take it. We got an AK-47 now. We got a little bit of extra health. If there's a will, there's a way, and I don't even know a will. Let's donate to the poor. We're done with the anvil, and we're done with the 38 special. And now we can go to the store. Buy the key. Let's see how we do. Oh, you see that reload, baby? Man, you got a key all the way over there? What are you doing with a key all the way over there? Stand still and let me shoot you. Oh, God damn it. I didn't want to use the AK, but I started getting really stressed because the hammer's in here. And if you can't tell, I'm already missing a shit ton of health. We have a mini boss right here. Mini boss is dead. Thank you, rad gun. Got a map so we can actually see. Okay, well, the boss is just right over here now. Rad gun is very, very strong. If you can actually time the reload. I don't want to waste rad gun ammo on these little turds. I got 4 blanks. All right, we've made it to the boss, but I don't think we should fight the boss just yet. Oh my god, the store's all the way down there? Are you kidding me? Really? All the way down there? I mean, we could just go fight the boss, see how we do. Eh, fuck it. You only live once. Literally, I only have 1 run to do this. Let's just see how we do against Dragon. Go, AK-47! You know, I don't think the AK-47... I think the AK-47 might be a solid, like, B-tier weapon in the Enter the Gungeon community. Like, yeah, it's got some ammo, but it ain't all that. It's got some ammo. Okay. At least this laser lotus is doing pretty good. Okay. Well, now we have to redo it. Round 2. Okay, I mean, I can go straight the entire time, man. Don't you love it when it lines up like that? All right, well, we beat Enter the Gungeon. Look on the bright side. I got to skip 90% of the final dungeon, so still got it in Gungeon. Thank God. Next, we have an interesting predicament because the next game is Hades. And in the video, I stated that I like Hades 1 and 2 both quite a bit and put them in the exact same spot. So, which one do I play? Hades 1 I have about 120 hours in, and Hades 2 I have about 60 hours in. I've completed the story in both of the games, so the only wise thing to do is play the first one. We grab the fist, turn on 10 heat because we want some challenge, and immediately we're going for a dodge build because the fist we have start with a 15% dodge chance. And we put on the keepsake from Hermes to gain dodge whenever we clear an encounter fast. And we start with an Athena boon to deflect incoming projectiles with our main attack, which is pretty good with the fist, I would say. The first area is more so about building the foundation of a run like in most roguelites. It sets the stage for what you will potentially do for the entire run, what gods you'll want more, what items you buy, and early on we grab a hammer that does more damage to armor with our dash strike. We grab some more HP, buy an Artemis boon from the shop. Well, it was more like a gotcha bag, but that buffs our special attack, and we even get Zeus on our dash. So now we have lightning hitting enemies with every dash that we do, and those effects make enemies jolted. Safe to say, this run is starting off incredibly well. We easily make it to the first boss. We have extreme measures on, which makes the first two bosses a little bit harder, but that shouldn't be a problem. That's a long time. Fart, thank you for the 86 months. I greatly appreciate that, good sir. Boom. We beat that first boss. The Furies have been vanquished. You didn't do nothing with that extreme measures on. Furies vanquished just like that, and Area 2 is more so the same thing. I'm still just trying to clear rooms as fast as possible. After the first area, the dodge chance from the plume was a solid 12%, so we already have 27% dodge. Yeah, I know. Math. We start with a Hermes boon that doesn't do too much because it just gives us an extra dash, but we do level up 2 random boons with Eurydice, beat the crap out of 2 random mini-bosses, and gain a dual boon from it to give us a higher crit chance after deflecting. And then give our cast the ability to deflect as well so we can have those crit chances. And before the fight with my best friend Lerny, we grab a legendary boon from Hermes. Thanks, Hermes. I mean, that's good. Obviously, I'm gonna freaking take that. Oh, Lerny, you're my best friend that I've ever had. I've been with you such a long time. You're my sunshine, and I want you to know that my feelings are true. Got deflect on stuff as well, which is pretty good, I feel like. Standing in lava is not pretty good. You see, if I put on the thing that does damage to me when I stand in traps, more damage, I'd be dead. That's my problem, man. I always stand in the traps way too much when I play Hades. I'm just so offensive heavy in a game like Hades. I just want to attack constantly. I don't take my time. I just go for the kill. And you can see it's not working out for me because I have 29 HP. It's not working out for me at all. Timed it perfectly, though, with the Megara to insta-kill the Lerny. I know speedrun strats. Yeah, I'm a professional. Killing Lerny always feels like a crime, you know? But the third section is actually as easy as it could be. We grabbed another hammer to buff the main attack more, a good amount of HP, 50, another dual boon with Athena and Zeus, and the mini-boss that shoots butterflies was utterly destroyed, and it led to another Zeus boon where lightning hits twice now. This is one of the fastest runs I've ever done because we are flying through every single room. So let's showcase the rest of Hades and see if we can keep this pace up. But maybe I should take a page out of the Oilers book. Offense doesn't lead to championships. 1.2% still. Athena or more HP? I'll go Athena this time. Oh, baby. 1.2% clear still. Resist damage from traps. After you take damage, get a shield. I'm going to do 1 reroll because I got 4. And now I'll take a call. It's free real estate.
Good enough to eat.
Your attack is stronger and can deflect. Sure. I will say, I feel like I'm going very fast in Hades. Okay, well, he just did 20 damage to me. Hey, can I have my goddamn things back? Thank you. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. Come on. Athena's protecting us. He can't do nothing. All right, that's one down. I don't know why I always go for the bull first. Megara, help me. Boom. I have the same strategy every time I play Hades 1 now. I use Megara to kill Lerny and help me destroy him. Gotta say hi to my man. And then I also have her with Hades, and then I don't use her for anything else. 42.6% chance to dodge. I mean, it's not terrible. And we've made it to Hades already. Luckily, we're not doing Extreme Measures 4. The bull actually has some respect, so that's why you kill him first. You kill the people you respect first. Give me the 2-sack after this one, because I've already taken 100 damage here. Enemies attack faster and all that. Clear 1.2%. Look at that. You begin each encounter with the God gauge partially full. No, we can get better than that. Resist damage taken. Sure, 5%, whatever. Not doing it for the fans. Sorry, fans. I'm not doing it for you. They say do it for him. Nah. Good to be here. Great to have you. And we got the 2-sack in Hades. I called it, man. I said 2-sack. Just give me the goddamn duo boon. I guess I'll take it. All right. We have made it to the Hades fight. The 2-sack always works. Cerberus vanquished. He's fine. Don't worry. This might be a record in time for me, to be honest. I don't know if I've ever done it this fast. Okay, well. I might lose a Death Defiance or two to Hades. Let's not flub this. Big dodge. All right, we got through phase 1 with all of our defiances. I was the only one to fight Zagreus in the Twitch Rivals for Hades, okay? I was the only one to do it. Daniel Fenner trying to distract me with a resub, a big sexy resub at that too. You're in a YouTube video now. Congrats. This is going to be on YouTube in like a month or so. Hopefully without losing any Death Defiances. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it, I lost one at the very end. That was a new record in clear time. Wasn't the best in terms of heat, because I've done 20 heat with the fist and the gun, and then 16 heat on everything else. I'm on a 4-win streak with Hades as well, apparently. Apparently, that's also a new record. New record of 14 minutes, 11 seconds, and 91 milliseconds. Now, to truly make this Hades victory count and live by the video that I made, we are actually going to load up Hades 2 and try to win a run on 10 Fear, which is essentially the same thing as 10 Heat. Hades 2 is a little different. I take the Argent Skull as my weapon because I do think it's my best one in terms of my skill, take the cat for the extra Death Defiance, and jump in. This run starts off with a hammer that gives us 2 extra shells, and immediately I am kind of bad at this game. It's a bit of a difference compared to Hades 1 because I feel like in Hades 1 it's more of a run and gun, or a run and punch in my case, where you just kind of dash all over the place and can kind of easily dodge a lot of the attacks when the action is high. Compared to 2 where it feels like you need to have more purpose with your dash, and you need to take your time and actually dodge. The cast is also different. As a whole, I think I lean towards the second game with the amount of new hub items, talkable NPCs, unlocks to concoct animals to bring with you in progression with these animals, weapons, meta progression, and you have the whole surface to travel through in the second game, which we won't tackle in this run. But both games are stellar, and while I was yapping, we get a gift from the moon to have the phase shift, which slows down everything for a few seconds. We can use that after we use 130 magic, and lucky for me, the Arcana cards I have equipped are based around magic regeneration. We grabbed a Hermes boon for more money, a Hestia boon to restore magic whenever we deal damage on our basic attack or special, so we now essentially never run out of magic, and we have our cast Inflict Froth thanks to Poseidon. This first area does not have as strong as a build compared to the first game that we just did, and it shows. Against Headmistress Hecate, I actually lost a Death Defiance to her, and now we're down to 3. So we really need to lock in here so our our great Hades run is not wasted. We end up putting Zeus on the special attack as it's my most used attack with this weapon, and Zeus is my most used god by a mile in both games. I picked up another Ares boon. Yeah, we have 2 of those now. It's whatever. Beat up a rat, grab another Zeus boon. This one has attack, inflict, blitz, so now we have 2 things doing that. We love Zeus. And there are so many more boons we still grab on this second chamber. Artemis allows us to have Seek and Bow strike enemies whenever we use our special or attack. Static Shock from Zeus again, so our Chain Lightning bounces even more, and then we gain health for each water boon that we have. We have like 2, so it's not a lot, but it's honest work. And lucky for me, all of these boons lead us to a clean fight against Scylla and the Sirens, as we do not lose a Death Defiance this time around. And during that fight, I say this. I have so little confidence in this Hades run right now. That guy's a fool because we breeze through the Fields of Morn, save Cerberus because that's my dog, and then we only have 1 more section to go through. But I always fall apart at the end of a Hades 2 run. I don't know why, but let's just see if we don't fall apart this time around. And at the moment, is not the right time and place for Hollow Knight Silksong. Xenoblade 3, you got me there. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna feel frisky and risky. I'm sure you understand. And if you don't understand, that's fucking crazy. More fire? I mean, I gotta take a little bit more fire. Oh boy. Well, I'm at down to 32 health now. I should probably go finish this area off. If foes with froth are struck by your fire effects from Hestia, they are engulfed in steam. Well, it's a fated choice. Burr doesn't keep promises. I like to think I've kept 99% of the promises I've made on this stream. And I like to think the reasons, if I tell you the reasons why I won't do something, you guys would understand why I won't do it. And I also do make stupid promises sometimes, which I've gotten better at not doing. Do I need to explain to you again why Silksong is not happening right now for the 4th time? I'm gonna play Xenoblade 3. Listen, that was during a subathon. Know how many times streamers say stupid shit in a subathon just to get money? Happens all the time. Oh man, I want money, but I'm just gonna go get help. Every other goal in that subathon was achieved, okay? Just that one didn't get done. Every other one got done, though. Your foes perish in a blast that damages any surrounding foes. Give me something new.
Else.
Give me something new. I got so many. Snuffed candle. All right, we got 3 defiances and a dream. We'll see if I can slow him down. I don't know if I have it or not. We'll see.
Whichever forces are available to me right now. What just now?
Looks like I can slow him down. All right, phase 1 done. Phase 2 is where I fall apart every time, so don't get your hopes up yet. This is where this is the classic Burr falls apart against Kronos. There's one. Oh my god.
Contemptuous child.
Bro, are you serious?
My strength shall be restored.
Okay, I beat him, thank God. I used my slowdown when he was immune like 3 times. Even when messing up my Hex multiple times, we grab a win, and we are now 7-1. What an incredible start. But the next game is Shogun Showdown, and the hours may be low, but don't let that fool you. This game still hits incredibly hard. And by that, I mean it's addicting. I decide to play as the Wanderer, who is my best class, and throw on the difficulty enhancers to day 3 to make sure the run is not too easy. More elite enemies spawn, and we have a lower chance of recovering potions from battle. This game is super simple. Every skull at the top is a battle with a number of waves. Every wave has more enemies to fight, and after every wave you get a new move, or you have the ability to upgrade one of your current moves. The first few worlds can go by pretty fast as the enemies start off really simple, so let's see how the first boss goes since we made it that far. Okay, he jumps all the way back with that. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, I didn't like that. Just do the old flip on him. Got him. Didn't even have to use anything. We did get hit once, but that's fine. It's only once. +1 damage. I love having an upgraded bow and arrow. Range damage is just so strong. Every little tally on a card determines how long the cooldown is once you use them. And you need to plan around enemies attacking you so you can avoid being hit. I do have this one extra card I picked up that pushes an enemy back, so I'm trying to kind of build around pushing enemies, and was hoping to get a relic that enhances damage done when pushing an enemy. And after this first boss fight, that did not happen. The second area gives us more range after the first battle with a lightning bolt. It hits the furthest enemy away from whatever direction you're looking, and let's see some of these moves in action. Kill. All right, we'll be fine. Look at this comboing, man. Didn't even have to use an item. Obliterated. No damage taken. We're on boss 2. -1 damage. -4 cooldown. Oh, man. I'm going to do that for the lightning because I think I'll be able to get the lightning back up. I'll do it for the lightning. Get out of here. Turn you around. Make it useless. Push him all the way back. I'm not even gonna have to move out of this spot, man. What, you think I'm afraid of that? Okay. He's cursed. I want to swap these so I can do the bow and arrow first, because the bow and arrow would do double damage. If you curse an enemy, they take 2 times the amount of damage. This game can feel pretty addicting when you just get into a flow state with it, and we end up upgrading the lightning damage again. So this run is going based on range damage with shorter cooldowns. The third area is a bit more of a challenge, and I kind of mess up a few times in these few battles as I forgot about the elite enemies not moving and end up taking a bit of damage. My short cooldowns get a little bit shorter as the push attack gets a nice upgrade, and before the boss we take some more damage, but we do make it to the third boss. God damn it. God damn it. I got hit again. I am missing a lot of health. Doesn't even give me a potion. What a piece of garbage. Cooldown, slot, warrior's gamble, sacrifice tile. We'll go sacrifice because that means we just get rid of something. All right, let's see. I don't have a lot of damage. Oh, that's fucking awful. I have 1 HP. All right, well, putting it on the 3rd difficulty definitely did not help me. I got definitely screwed by the elites a few times on that one, but hey, what can you do, I guess? Night 3 difficulty was an interesting choice because that's the highest night that I've actually won on in general, so maybe we had an Icarus situation there. To avoid that from happening again, we go to 9 Kings next, which is another strategy game, but it's a game I have a lot more hours in compared to Shogun Showdown, and I have been addicted to it quite a few times. The highest difficulty in this game is King 2, which you unlock by beating the King difficulty. I've won King difficulty with every king in the game. There are 9 kings, name of the game. But those wins did take a handful of attempts on each one. So to test my luck, we play on the Duke difficulty, which is 2 difficulties below King, and play as the King of Nature as we have meta progression to start with a mycelium plant on the board, which just slowly plants more mushrooms to damage enemies as the game goes on. So getting that at the very first year is very good. This game is so incredible though. You want to survive 33 or 34 years in a base run, and after every year, if you beat whatever king that was attacking you, you get to pick one of their cards from 3 choices and add it to your kingdom. It involves strategy with selecting troops or buildings to buff adjacent squares or buildings to attack, but it's also the shortest game on this list as a game-winning run can be done in 15 minutes or less. Now, how do you lose? If you lose 3 battles total within the 33 years, the run is over. And in year 10, we actually lose our first battle. So let's see if I can pull out a victory here and not get our 3rd loss. If we can't get any buffs, we might as well just buff our HP up. Oh, shit. Oh, the King of Blood might be destroying me. God damn it. Which is why I just put down another forest. I feel like in my world, I'm like, okay, maybe I should just buff up my paladins. When do we get to expand? We expand in a few turns. So maybe I get the poison on the paladins because they do stay alive. The problem is I'm not facing the King of Greed. The King of Greed has a card that buffs attack speed, which is really good. And then the King of Nothing has a card that buffs adjacent damage, which is also really good. Fuse all your current mycelium spores into a Giga Mushroom with double the stats. Restores all your lost lives. I'm going to do 1 refresh. Oh, God. Every poison effect is applied twice. Doubles critical damage. Oh, that's terrible. I guess I'll do poison, but I don't have any poison. Oh, that's awful, man. I have gotten every achievement in this game because I like it that much. And I think it's still in early access and might be getting multiplayer pretty soon. But I think it's a game everybody should give it a shot, you know. I can't remember what's in here. I think it's just money. So I'm going to put you here just so I get the cauldron because I need some poison. I need some poison, man. With our poison effects being applied twice. FF14? I'm really glad you asked about FF14 because I can confidently tell you when I'm going to play Final Fantasy 14. I can tell you with confidence. I know the exact date. Never. All right, we're doing pretty good because these guys have a lot of health. That's what I'm just trying to get these guys leveled up. The King of Blood is the one king that has defeated me, so it's a little nerve-wracking going up against them. But we did beat them. I don't like MMORPGs. I should probably be focusing the back line. Like, I probably shouldn't have my thing on auto-attack like I do, but I do. But it's working out. Never isn't a date. Well, okay. I never intend on playing Final Fantasy 14. Never intend on it. I don't care about MMORPGs. I'm too busy having a life. I hate that the current age of gaming, I know MMORPGs have been around forever, but the current day of gaming, it's so intent on making sure you only play one game all of the time. Every game wants you to only play that game. It's mostly prevalent in modern day shooters, I feel like. And maybe gacha games. I don't know gacha games too well, so correct me if I'm wrong. But the games, they just want you to play their game. They don't want you to have a side piece. I'm gonna attack myself. See if I can get this back line destroyed. worked out pretty well, I'd say. I'm gonna keep auto on, though. Let the auto keep doing its thing. I think everything's level 3, though, right now. So, you know, what else is that thing gonna level up? The wall, I guess. Make peace. I'll make peace with the King of Stone because I'm sick of getting his goddamn cards because they're not doing anything for me. Gigantify. Doubles the size, damage, and HP of the target troop. I think we definitely know what we're doing with that. Just make them bigger, and now they have 1,800 health, and they're also getting about 12% more health every single time. So now I think that solidified the run, the Gigantify. That might have solidified the win, which we take. All right, it's the King of Blood. We could still lose this. I don't think we'll lose because we have basically indestructible paladins, but they do have a lot of troops. If the paladins start to fall, we'll be in trouble, but we're slowly tickling them down. We'll get there eventually. I still don't think a single paladin has fallen yet. Oh, their champion fell before all their troops. Is this your champion? My kingdom has thrived. What is next? We start another run. We won. We won. 21 minutes. We survived all the years that we needed to. We easily pulled it out. The beginning of a 9 Kings run can be the most stressful part as you try to organize your build, but once it gets going, you feel unstoppable. Slay the Spire is next on this list, and even though I love Slay the Spire 2, we will not include it in this video like we did with Hades 2. We're just gonna do Slay the Spire, which I have about 60 hours in, but I am absolutely terrible at deck building games. I've only made it to Ascension 5 in like 60 hours. I'm not that good. And with that in mind, we just use the Ironclad on a standard run, or well, Ascension 1. It starts off incredibly strong as the first 3 battles, all the enemies only have 1 HP, and we do manage to sneak an elite fight in there. We remove a couple basic strikes and early on go for a block build because we grabbed a body slam from one of the fights. For people that don't know, body slam just has you do the amount of block as damage. And if you upgrade it, it's free to use, so, you know, how do I say no to that? We grab a Shrug It Off card from a random event room, but also grab another Bash, which costs 2 energy to use. And the rest of the first act is honestly a breeze. I upgrade a couple of cards, barely get hit, and remove a lot of strikes. So let's see if this build can propel us into Act 2. I won't lie to you, I was trying to do as much damage as possible to get him into his halfway form. Okay, we did a good amount. It's a game like Mafia, but cooler. You saying like it's cooler reminds me of that one meme of like the yearbook photo of the 2 twins that's like Nick and then the cooler Nick or something. I know I full heal, but it's the problem of getting past the fight. That's the problem. I have to win. This would be 8 damage. He'd have 12. That wouldn't really be a lot. Wait a minute. He'd have 12. The vulnerable. Oh, I don't have anything though. Shit, that's my problem. Damn it. Was this the same guy? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just find it funny. Oh, somebody keeps taking my ideas. Oh, well, shit. Big body slam. They're still hitting me. Get rid of him. Okay, we can do this. 8 damage. No! Okay, that's fine. We still have... We still have enough. We make it past the first act. Not terrible going into Act 2, but if you notice in the top left, I have 2 colored pieces. And if you get all 3, you can face the true final boss, the Heart. And I kind of want to see if I can do it randomly on this one run. So our goal in the next act is to face an elite that is scorching on the map. And luckily for me, we do have one of those. But first, we have a couple battles, and I buy a relic that gives me 3 thorns. With these thorns, every time an enemy attacks me, they take 3 damage. We grab a ritual dagger that deals 15 damage and gets more damage every time it kills an enemy, but I can only use it once per battle. And then we get mugged for all of our gold. Hate those guys. But after getting mugged, we actually have our elite fight. So let's see how we do. I don't think I have enough damage to even kill this guy.
5 minutes later.
Probably bested me, good sir. You have bested me, Slay the Spire. On a 1 ascension, too. I'm honestly not that great at Slay the Spire. I honestly think I'm better at the second game than the first, but I wanted to include Slay the Spire on this list because I might as well. But next we have Halls of Torment, which the hours may be low, but the game sense is high, and it's the second Horde Survivor on this list, and I feel like it's a game I can easily pick up anytime and definitely secure a win. I decided to play as a new character that I've never played as before with the Norseman because I apparently don't learn from Brotato. I equipped some items that I feel will give me good buffs for what he starts with, which is an ice weapon, and then we enable the agony mode, which makes the game harder the better you play, and the mode to make the game 20 minutes instead of 30 because I enjoy that length a lot more. We also play on the Chambers of Dissonance, which is the final map to unlock, and then we go. It's essentially just this the entire time. Listen, I love Horde Survivors, and I can play them basically anytime. It's a great game genre to just shut your brain off and just relax for a little bit, but there's not really much to talk about inside of a run because, like I said, it's just this. We just run around the entire map, picking up items that enemies occasionally drop, and slowly gain new passive abilities that automatically attack on a cooldown. But towards the end of this run, we actually die. But we do have 2 revives in the game, so we do kind of cheese it. In my world, revives don't void a run if you already have them, but then we use the second revive and still have 3 minutes left on the run. So the rest of this run is just going to be me running for my life, and it gets a little dicey towards the end. Ever since I've heard a quote, I heard this quote from a really wise guy. I was reading some research papers, and by research papers, I mean I was watching The Boys. And I heard a quote that was like, life is 90% of how you react, and 10% of just having shit happen to you. 90% of life is how you react to the shit that's happening. And I heard that, and I know it may be cheesy to get it from like a TV show like The Boys, but hearing that, I was like, you know, that is really true. Like life is gonna happen no matter what you do. You know, you might fall on some hard times, and you know, maybe you won't have as much money as you want. Maybe you want, like, maybe you don't have a car like me, but the only thing you can do is just live life and react accordingly. So that's what I try to do with life. You live life. I'm going to try my best. Granted, if a YouTube video flops, I'm still going to be depressed about it, but instead of just wallowing in my sadness, I'll order Burger King to make me more sad, as Game Nerd would say, but I like Burger King. Somebody's calling a hotline right now as I said that. Okay, we have to survive for a minute. This is the craziest minute of my life. We still have 56 seconds, so we had like a minute and 10 seconds. That minute is still feeling like forever. No death defiances, but we have hope. The Coogan Blitz, come on, Coogan Blitz. I need you to do some Coogan hits. We can dodge that, we can dodge that. My HP is just going up and down and around. Circles happy, circular motions. 30 seconds. Holy shit. This is going to be the closest. This is so close. I can win with this character I didn't even know I had. Oh, God. 500 health. We have 500 health. There's no way we lose 500 health. But I lost my health in 2 seconds when we played Brotato. 5 seconds. Come on. Don't flub it. Don't flub it. 3 seconds. Never stop moving. Kill a total of 100 bosses. Apparently, we killed a boss. Survive the Chambers of Dissonance in Agony mode until the Lord. Oh, wait. Oh, God. It's not over. There's a boss. Shit. I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't realize there was a boss in this fight. Well, good thing I picked this one. Makes it harder. I'm getting so many achievements to pop up right now. We're also on Agony 4, which means it's actually kind of hard. You know, maybe I am good at video games, you know? I'm pretty good at video games. As I play a Horde Survivor video game. I didn't quit Silksong because it was too hard. I quit Silksong because I was bored. And also because the Hollow Knight video did not perform as well as I wanted it to for the amount of effort that I put into it, so I put Silksong on the back burner, which is a fair and valid reason to put Silksong on the back burner with how crazy it is of a game. Just like this game. Look at this. This guy doesn't stand a chance game. He's throwing babies at me. He's so scared. Get him out of here. Halls of Torment provided a nice change of pace, and that change of pace was a win. That's the pace I like to see. I don't know, man. It's hard to write segues for every single goddamn game. Next game we have is Tape the Tape, and I've only played it for 30 hours, but I did get all the achievements in it, and this is one of the most underrated roguelites I'll ever see if you're a fan of sports. The last time I played this game in a challenge, I dominated the run, but I realized I played it on standard mode, so this time we're bumping it up to expert. This feels like a game most people will not understand fully. You go through 3 acts, pick your path, and have some hockey games. Some games are simple and the first goal wins, and if you lose that game, the run is not over. You just miss out on a buff, and we did win the first game of that variety. But then you have elite matches, which is a 2-period game against a team with a more elite player. If you lose this match, your run is over. Our first match has us winning after the first period, so let's see if we can close out a nice victory. 24 seconds on attack. All right, we're winning after 1. Cam Amber with a shot from the blue line. I'm sorry, what? Bro, you gotta get your shoulder up on that one. What are you doing? The game's tied with 2 minutes left now. Now we have to score again. We suck. Oh my God, my goalie's going freaking all out right now. Angus McShaggy's doing it alone. Loses the puck. Loses the puck. That's what you get for trying to do it alone. Holy shit, what a check. That guy went flying. Angus McShaggy does a turnover in his own zone. This could cost them. Angus McShaggy has the puck. He's looking, breaks the debris gets broken by Angus McShaggy. Scores his second goal of the game. Angus McShaggy goes 5-hole on the goalie, sneaks it right past. Did it go 5-hole? Maybe not 5-hole, but... Angus McShaggy going for a Hattie. Angus McShaggy gets the Hattie. McShaggy, unbelievable. This game was looking pretty close for a second off of Willison Bree, but oh my goodness. Safe to say, we did win this first match, which is nice because it proves I can hold my own on expert. In between the matches, you have little events that could potentially buff you. These runs are simple, and this game is made for hockey fans, or fans of stupid little sports games. We have one more elite level game before the first boss, but going into the second period of this game, we're down 3-1. So we need to pull off a miracle on ice if we want to face this first boss. Okay, we got 2 minutes to score 2 goals, man. We got 2 minutes to score 2 goals. Holy crap. They are destroying us. They have no hits, though. They have 1 second on attack. They got the interceptions on their side. All right, we'll see what they can do. What a pass. Oh, no. Angus McShaggy with the puck. Off the post! The loser of the team that nobody knows the name of. Oh my goodness! Stevie Lauder hits it immediately off the rebound to bring it back in. They are only down by 1 now. Great one-timer coming in by Stevie Lauder. Oh my God, it actually just went under the arm, off the back. Don't even know how that goes in, but we take those. We got 1 minute and 32 seconds left for Angus McShaggy and company to take another goal to tie this game up. That was a fast rip off the blue line. Great save by the keeper. McShaggy with the puck. McShaggy can't get the rebound. There's 1 minute left there. They got a cherry picker. Oh, McShaggy misses the wide open net. That's like Nathan McKinnon missing the wide open net in the Olympics, causing Canada to get a silver medal. Sorry, Nate McKinnon. He's just stopped lurking. We have 30 seconds left in this game. Angus McShaggy misses a wide open net. Oh, and then they do a turnover. And then they let one in. We can't believe what we're seeing. Angus McShaggy, who's been fire all season, the 15-minute season that we've had, misses a wide open net to tie the game. and then they give one up on the other end, and then they do one pass too many. Oh my god, I lost tape the tape, dude. Oh, I'm just saying, if that one shot went in, we would still be talking about tape to tape right now. But instead, we will be talking about FTL, one of the oldest and one of the greatest roguelites to ever exist. I do have a solid 60 hours in FTL, but let me tell you, this game is not easy. In fact, it might be the hardest game on this list. I don't know, you can let me decide what you think is the hardest game on this list. FTL is tough, okay? We play on easy mode because I haven't played in a while, and because we're gonna go on easy mode because easy is normal and normal is hard and hard is impossible. Yeah, this game is crazy hard and you need to be crazy efficient. We start with the adjudicator because I love starting a run with the halberd beam because beams are just my favorite, and our crew is 3 Zoltans. Every crew has its own unique features and benefits, and the Zoltan acts as a power source, so whatever room they're in, they provide 1 power to it. And with the adjudicator, my first goal is to get enough scrap to upgrade my ship to have enough power to use both starting weapons. There we go, we got missiles now too. Distress, a store. Go to the store last, try to get some money. We will never give up one of our crew members, you crazy? But we, in fact, are about to get one of their crew members if we can do this. Can I get the... I think you're speaking nonsense, clearly. You're not thinking straight. Me dying in a video game? No, 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 no. Are you sure? Huts. Welcome to the team, Huts. These slave scums always give you a crew member if you're about to kill them, so we now have a 4th member of this team. But other than that, the rest of this first biome is extremely prosaic. Nothing really happens. We don't have a lot of resources, which stinks because I do like to upgrade my shields early on so we can easily survive in battle. And early on in the second biome, we have an interesting distress signal. Oh no, my Engi got stolen. Oh, Christ. They stole my Engi, man. And they have a drone. Okay, well, that's not good. Can I get my crew member back? Nope, he's gone. Oh, no, to your surprise, your Engi crew member reforms. It looks as if the virus reconstituted and repurposed and reprogrammed the Engi host and wants to travel with you. Oh my god. That's a nice upgrade right there. A gold icon means they're basically a master at whatever that room is. We end up going to a store to sell some extra items we picked up. Bought an automated reloader so we can reload a touch faster. We buy a hacking system so we can send out a drone part to hack an enemy room. I usually don't use that, but I think it'll be fun to change things up a bit with this run. And we even bought another crew member named Scott. It's good to be prepared. But now I have no money, so we take our luck with a distress signal. So I need to hope these distress signals actually give me some money because I need to invest in shields and another weapon. Send the crew to help. Giant alien spiders are no joke. Virus is gone. I just got him, and he is gone. Okay, pause. There's a few rules you should know about FTL before we go a little bit further, just in case you've never played the game. Rule number 1, always pause in the middle of fights. That will lead to your best advantage, and you need that strategy and time to plan out what you're gonna do, or else you will get overwhelmed and die. Rule number 2, Mantis is the best. They can fight, they can do any room if they need to. It's a personal rule, but mantises are the best. And rule number 3, the most important rule, is never send your team out in a distress signal against giant alien spiders. Never do it. I swear to God, I have sent out so many crews to giant alien spiders, and not once have I ever had a crew member come back alive. I always lose somebody, but this time I thought, oh, why not try it out? Let's give it a shot. We need some resources. And of course, they take Virus, the one guy who can actually do something on the ship. Man, why couldn't they just fucking take Scott, man? He was useless. Ugh. The rest of Biome 2 is simple. A couple fights that the halberd beam can carry us through, we do a quest for a little extra money, and go into Area 3 needing another weapon as the halberd beam can only attack through 1 shield. And sooner than later, 2 shield enemies will start appearing and we need a second shield ourselves. But then, in Area 3, the store has a Flak 2. A weapon that shoots 7 projectiles at the enemy in a small radius. It can miss quite a bit and has a slower charge-up time, but this weapon changes everything, and we are only 2 power sources away and 1 weapon charge away from being able to power it up, which we get at the next store thanks to selling a drone we picked up. This makes the game a lot easier. Here's our first fight with it. All we need now is a weapon pre-igniter. A weapon pre-igniter starts every battle with your weapons ready to fire. That is the holy grail of ship editions, and we will be looking for it. But the remainder of this third biome is cruise through, but right as we're leaving... My B. Look for survivors. Kletzen is gone? Dude, I just keep losing people. Oh my god, we just keep on losing everybody. Oh my god, this run is falling apart. No money, low on fuel, kinda. Low on crew members, for God's sakes. This fourth biome needs to be a miracle, and in the next shop, we spend all of our money on the scrap recovery arm. The final augment on our ship, unless we find a weapon pre-igniter, but the scrap recovery arm is actually just what we needed. It allows you to find a lot more scrap after every battle from distress signals or just randomly. And with this, the run actually kind of goes on cruise control for a little bit, believe it or not, which is kind of neat. Fourth biome, we do get our second shield finally and attack another slaver scum who gives us a basic human named Gracie. Humans are gross, but we need any members that we can get, so welcome aboard, Gracie. And we have a good amount of money thanks to the recovery arm, which allows us to buy a third shield before reaching the fifth biome. The rest of this run is actually perfect, really. We rely on the flak 2 and the halberd beam heavily. We buy mind control so we can manipulate enemy crew members, and we also buy a mantis named Elizabeth because remember rule number 2, we need a fighter on this ship. Some random ship gave us a guy named Joel who's an expert pilot, and then we get a breach bomb weapon which costs missiles to use, which is perfect because look at how many missiles I have. And then we also get a fourth shield, which is the final big thing we get. With this setup, we make it to the final biome, which is scary because of the final fight. So let's see how we tackle this final area. All right, let's fucking go. The Breach 3 will be so good with this. Huge. Huge. Okay. They can't cloak now. Send another breach in. The breach didn't go through. Ah, they got their invisibility back up. Oh, and my breach is down. Here, go help them fix that. The human has to just keep flying around to help everybody. We have everything ready. We just need to hit some rooms. Okay, phase 1 is done. Phase 1 is done. Shit, they're going to the base. Okay, phase 2 is now. What do we want to hack? Stall that one out. Get you on our team. They don't have the cloak anymore, so if I can keep my weapons up, we'll be fine. But they have 2 drones on me, so I'm going to need to breach this. Huge breach. Still can't use the halberd beam, though. We got to get their drones down. The breach missed, man. They have so many drones. No, we're falling apart. Because our shields are down. No. We made it all the way to the end, and then we died to the boss. Oh, no. I could have 100% played that final battle a little bit better, but what can you do? FTL is still magnificent, and I still love it very much. Hell, it might go higher on the list. Our next game is RoboQuest, which I do have very good experience with, as you can see, but every time I pick this game up for a challenge, I always end up losing it. I do have a video 100% in the game, so you can see that I'm okay at the game at some points, but every time it's in a challenge video, I somehow lose. But this time, we're gonna play on my Xbox file because that's the file that is 100% complete. I like Xbox achievements, what can I say? But to counteract the 100% completion, we will play on Guardian 2 difficulty, where enemies have 35% more health, do 20% more damage, and are 25% more aggressive. And we will play as the Elementalist because I've never used them in a challenge like this, and I love status effects in this game. This is a game where you are constantly changing weapons, maybe, but every area you go through, you get a grade for how long it takes to clear and how many enemies you kill. The better the grades, the more currencies you receive. The run starts off with me taking a machine gun and upgrading my primary abilities attack speed by 25% because you do get one free upgrade at the start of every run. And while in this first level, we do level up again to gain elemental damage with every shot we do. So now we always have some sort of elemental damage with every shot. Once you finish an area though, the game has tons of NPCs to benefit. One will heal you and some may allow you to buy new weapons with power cells, upgrade the levels of current weapons, or re-roll the affixes that you have. And you also get one free item from a box. But not every area guarantees all of these NPCs and these shops. With this first area, we do end up taking some dual rascals and going the path of the ruins because this will replace the first boss fight with a fight against a bunch of elite enemies, and the rewards will be a crystal powder that can level up a weapon to the highest rarity of the game, which is fantastic. And on our way there, we pick up the dual LMGs, a weapon I don't think I've ever used, but it does seem like my best bet for now. And with that and a trusty hatchet, we make it to the elite fight. Damage increases big. I'm getting blown up by some rockets. Holy shit. Which one of you is shooting the rockets? Oh my god. Okay, I'm losing all my HP. All right, Gang of Elites is down. We wanted to do this so we could get this right here, the crystal powder, which allows you to... Oh man, I got a B there. The time was not good. The crystal powder, though, is really good. With that crystal powder in hand, we make it to the fields and decide to commit to the dual LMGs. We can still level them up as we progress, but we are essentially stuck with this weapon now. Or it'll be pretty stupid to drop it. It's the highest rarity, for God's sakes. And they kind of clear these next couple of levels without much of a problem. And then we have the second boss, which is a giant worm. I think that it's good that it doesn't overstay its welcome, you know? Thank God I have the jetpack. Holy shit. I hate this boss. Because I hate trying to balance everything around it. Come on, where are you, big dog? We should win this still. We'll get all of our health back. Got it. That's essentially the 60% point of a run. The next area is killing 4 Goliath enemies to advance, and we actually do have a couple close calls, but after that, we can see the light at the end of the RoboQuest tunnel. So let's see if I can finally beat RoboQuest on a challenge. Oh, a crystal powder! Oh, that's my goat right there, man. Oh, it got rid of its electricity. Are you kidding me? Why the hell would you do that? All right, these bad boys are level 11 now. Let's see how they do. This is the one, man. This is the one. This is the time I beat RoboQuest. Time ticks on no matter what you do. I'm just going to use my jetpack. It's not cheating. It's part of the game. That's one room done. Oh, you sneaky little man. You sneaky little rat. You were waiting for me to come back so you could just give me the old one too. Let's go to the other side now. I feel like this orbital shotgun might be better than my dual LMGs, even though it doesn't have a... Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. If anything does like 10% of my health, I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot of damage. We were playing mostly Pokemon Unite at that time because I got to the highest rank in that game because I was so good. I was just so good at Pokemon Unite, you know? Holy shit, Uncle Jim, you're getting your ass beaten to you, boy. Oh my god, Uncle Jim, see you later, bitch. He got absolutely demolished. We have 720 HP. Baby, we're on the moon. Babe, wake up. Burr made it to the moon. We have all of the crystals here, which is why... One of the reasons why I'm playing this on Xbox is... So if you don't know, look right here. These are what all the crystals do. These crystals are scattered throughout all the different maps, and you have to do a bunch of secrets to unlock them. But I've 100% of this game. So I have all of the crystals here. The base run is more difficult with the crystals on, but the final level, which is right now, gets a little bit easier. Look, the hack flies reinforcements on the moon are not gone. The final boss has less health, deactivates all the lasers on the moon, opens access to the lunar cache, reduces the amount of lead enemies, and slows the iris's overcharge speed. It's easier once you could progress the game. I say all that, now I need to put my money where my mouth is and win. There's 2 rooms like this before the final boss. Also, RoboQuest is a game that does not have any death defiances, so if you die in RoboQuest, you're just dead, which is pretty based. Holy shit, I'm still taking so much damage. Oh my god, am I still gonna die on the moon? Well, considering I have 50 HP, I might die on the moon. At least I got a level up. The level up definitely helped because now I'm at half health. But luckily, the lunar cache is also a heal room, so that's fine. All right, we've made it through the 2 rooms. Okay. Ay. Now I have to beat the final boss, though, which is never an easy task, no matter how much health you have. The Iris. Destroy all these. Destroy these because that builds up the overcharge speed. I'm hacked. Destroy all these. I'm hacked again. Being hacked just means your controls get inverted. For people that don't know, I am taking a shit ton of damage. You are spawning these at an insane rate. But luckily, I killed you just in time. There's 2 phases, though. We do get a little bit of health back. I think like 50%, so I might be full HP, but I'll be close to full HP. This one's better for the shotgun anyways, which I think is actually my better weapon. Use the jetpack that we have. Get absolutely obliterated by this attack, as always. They have always destroyed me with that attack. I don't know why. Oh, we won a RoboQuest run, finally! I was scared I was going to choke it, but we actually won a RoboQuest run in a challenge, and we got S on the moon. Look at that ass at the end. After a rough couple of losses, RoboQuest brings it back with a victory. And that brings us next to Star of Providence, which is definitely one of the least played games on this list, but don't let that fool you. I think I'm pretty okay at it. You just clear out multiple rooms of enemies and avoid getting hit. You see that green dot? That's your hitbox, essentially. You have a dash, start with 10 HP, and a good amount of variety in a run. Every floor has a weapon you can pick up for free, and that weapon does have ammo, a free perk that lasts the entire run, and secrets to discover. It's kinda similar to Enter the Gungeon, like you have the blanks to protect you with bombs, and they also open up some secret rooms. You have tons of shops to visit and score points based on your multiplier. The longer you go without taking damage, the more currency you gain. And these runs are pretty fast. We cleared the first 3 areas in about 13 minutes and only got hit 1 time total, so let's see how we do on these final 2 sections. There we go. We are killing this area right now. Area number 4, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. There goes my shield, though. Oh, dude, he ran right into me. Got hit again. But I have destroyed 2 mini-bosses already. Where are the stores at, man? I got so much money. Oh, I got hit by that at the last second after I cleared the whole room out. Oh, no, I'm falling apart. Oh, no, I'm falling apart. Okay, now I'm starting to fall apart. I've been hit 4 times in this area compared to 2 times in the first 3. We can lock it back in, though. We can lock it back in. Better and more frequent item drops, I guess. There we go. All right, I spent all my money now. Railgun or Vulcan? Give me the Vulcan again. It has a lot of ammo. 550 ammo. Dashed right into an enemy like a fool. Max HP up, though. I'll play your game, sure. So this guy gives you a handful of rooms you need to do without getting hit. The more rooms that you do without getting hit, the more rewards you get. Or the better rewards you get. Now I get a mini boss. No, I got hit. I still get a good amount of stuff, but... I got hit, man. And now we have a boss. Actually, there's one more room we can go through. Now we have a boss. Got the boss down. 4% damage increase. We take it. We have one more area to get through, and we win Star of Providence. Well, he died pretty fast, so that's nice. That's the first mini-boss down. And we get a buff. Revive on death. Negate damage while on more than 2 bombs. Creates a selection of powerful... I guess I'll take the revive on death, so now I'm basically guaranteed to win. Boss time! This should be the final boss, but I might have accidentally enabled another boss, another room after this, but I think I could leave if I wanted to. Ow. Oh god, I'm getting hit like crazy. I do not do as much damage as I thought I was gonna do with this railgun. Okay. Oh my god. Lock in. It's all about dodging. In this situation, I just look at my character because I know I'm going to hit the boss. I just look at my character and then just try to dodge and just shoot at the same time. Going up there was a mistake. Naturally, that's the final area in a run, and that would have been a victory. But I forgot that going up sends you to the secret 6th chamber, which is where I also fell apart. I got hit like crazy, but I did make it to the final boss, so maybe there's some hope. Maybe we'll win. I only have 1 health, but that's all we need. I just so happened to be in the wrong spot at the wrong time, man. I'm still counting that as a win, okay? I beat the 5th area. Please, let me have this. I'm bald. Because also the next game is Rogue Legacy 2. And if you look at the last time I seriously played this game, yeah, that's a long time. But I also don't really know how to win a run for this challenge. Like, yeah, it's a roguelite, but a single run took me 35 hours to win on my first playthrough. I lock in the heir to my throne as I'm on New Game Plus, apparently, and just travel through each room not knowing where to go. I cannot fully remember if I need to fight every boss again on New Game Plus, and just spend 15 minutes wandering around before meeting my demise. This game was on my mind when I started this challenge and just thought I'd wing it. But it was essentially a guaranteed loss, which is unfortunate. But do not fret, the next game, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, is essentially a guaranteed win. I mean, look at those hours, holy crap. This is also the best Horde Survivor, in my opinion. I have a lot of hours, and I did get all 300 achievements on Xbox, and yes, it was worth it, and no, I don't have a social life. This is another simple game that doesn't take a lot to cover. We throw it on Hazard 4 because I thought that would be a good challenge and play as the sharpshooter scout class, as I like to build around crits, and the starting weapon M1000 is fun to use at level 18. And this run is pretty par for the course. We are clearing everything, we grab a bunch of medium projectile weapons, and we are essentially on cruise control for the first few sections. But then we have a close call in the 4th level. Gimme. 1% damage for every 5 gold you have. Sure, it's not a lot, but it's honest work. Hold on, wait a minute. Are we gonna die? 9 armor. Are we gonna die? Madam. Pickup radius, sure. Let's see if I choke what should be a free win for me. I'm gonna reroll it once. 18% more damage because of the rerolls. I mean, it's damage, so we'll take it. Reload speed. All right, let's see if we can beat this son of a bitch. We could die here. This is not a free win. Buying a game for easy achievements. I accidentally bought 1 game for easy achievements because I thought it actually looked kind of cool. It was very simple. And when I bought it, I didn't realize it had 3,000 gamer score. I bought it at the same time I bought Frogger. And I was like, oh, man. Because I played it, and then I got an achievement for beating, like, the first level for 100 gamer score. And I was like, oh, f me. I was like, oh, no. I'm part of the problem. Hey, it's me. It's me, Taylor. We're about to win. Well, YouTube gets to listen to me about being a cheater with my achievements. Oh, my God. Didn't even stand a chance. We just need to get onto the ship and DRGS. Oh, God, it spawned right on top of me. Bye-bye. We now know for the next time that Hazard 4 was indeed a little bit too easy. But don't worry, the next game, Darkest Dungeon 2, is not easy. Even though I have over 100 hours in the game, it's filled with a whole bunch of RNG and bullshit. But I still love it. Don't worry, I still love it. The last time I included Darkest Dungeon 2 on a challenge, I did end up clearing the first chapter. So this time we're gonna try and clear chapter 2. I spent a solid 10 minutes solidifying my team and ended up with a Hellion, Man-at-Arms, Plague Doctor, and a Cultist. I thought this was a solid team that had good damage all around and could cover all 4 spots we would need to hit in combat. Solid heals with the Plague Doctor and the Occultist, and solid protection from the Man-at-Arms if somebody went on death's door. And it was working pretty well. But in Darkest Dungeon 2, you need to beat a lair boss if you want access to the mountain, and I decided to test my luck on the first lair that we see in our first region. In a lair, you need to go through 2 intense battles before the boss. We're able to conquer those first 2 battles, but then we actually have the lair boss, and it's starting to fall apart pretty fast. They survived the death's door check because they are a champion. We are slowly bringing them down. They only have half their health. Bring them back up to 6 HP. We will surely get away from this scot-free.
Once again, teetering on that.
Once again, we are on death's door. The relationships are falling apart. This is not good. One of them has died because this is what Darkest Dungeon 2 does. Okay.
In the dirt of a distant
Let's see if we can keep you alive. It ain't over yet, man. Okay, well. Just testing my luck with that. Okay. Okay. We have 2 death's doors. Everybody's bleeding, though. All right, it's down to Matthew. Matthew's having a meltdown. This isn't good. This is not good. Matthew did a big 2 heal, but they're back on death's door because they're bleeding. But all we need is just to survive a handful. They resist the bleed. Matthew's still on death's door. You can't stop this man. Matthew's still on death's door. You can't stop this man. He's bleeding pretty heavily, though. He has a pretty strong bleed on him, but he's still unstoppable. He can't be touched. He's still alive with that 12 bleed. Get the incision off. Get a bleed. We're still going. Stay alive, Matthew. Matthew died when he had 1 HP. So, okay, Darkest Dungeon 2 ended in about 20 minutes. It's a tough game, what can I say? But luckily for me, Vampire Survivors, which is the next game, should be an easy win. Surely, right? I have 40 hours in the game, for God's sakes. No chicken in the bone zone? Why the hell did you guys make me go here if there's no chicken? You should have known I'm a coward who needs help all the time. I need garlic. I need post balls. I was gonna say I need a chest, and then there's one all the way in the middle of all these goddamn people. Let's get the whip up, because I think the whip... Oh, I was gonna say, I think the whip gives me lifesteal if I get it actually evolved, and then I died. My one run of Vampire Survivors, I did put it on... Wait, I have a revive. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over. I didn't throw. There's still hope. Not a lot, but there's hope. Ah, I didn't get it. We are so back, man. Wait, why the f the death? Oh god, death's here. We are. It's not Jover till it's Jover, man. Come on, Vampire Survivors. Don't let me down. Woo. Give me a 3-ver, man. Give me a 3-ver. We need 3. We need 3. We need 3. We're only getting 1. Oh, and it's a cross. Oh, so it's Jover. I've never cleared the bone zone. I was being so audacious with it. I was like, let's do the bone zone. No, I can't do the bone zone. Who am I kidding? The bone zone on one run out of nowhere? You're waking up and going to the bone zone? That's not gonna... Oh, wait. Recovers 0.2 HP every second. There's hope. Okay, I have 1 health. If somebody looks at me funny, I'm gonna sue them. He just came in, and then he left. Okay, so let's never do the bone zone again if I ever play Vampire Survivors in a challenge again. That was terrible. But next is Astral Ascent, which is not terrible. In fact, none of these games are. Why would they be one of my favorites if they were terrible? But Astral Ascent, you can see I have a solid 50 hours in it, so, and I did clear the game with every single character and got the true ending with the 4 original characters back when it first came out of early access. The combat is based on using spells that cost mana, and your basic attack recharges mana. We throw this one on Destiny level 6 because that's the lowest difficulty it can be to fight the true final boss. Even on a big losing streak, we are still trying to get the hardest fights possible. And I learned this game added some more mechanics to it, and it's kind of confusing. Instead of being normal and trying to learn what these new things may do, I just ignore them and stick to what I know. We have spells. The spells can have up to 4 gambits that make the spell powerful, and each gambit and spell have their own type, like poison, ice, neutral, and if an ice gambit gets equipped on an ice spell, the spell becomes even stronger. longer. The first biome is pretty easy for me as we seem to be leaning towards more poison spells, which doesn't really matter. I will say a great thing about Astral Ascent is how all of these spells can work with one another, and just having one type of spell doesn't really mean anything. Almost every room has rewards with keys and stars. Keys can be used sporadically around the run to unlock buffs to you or your spells, but the stars are used to buff you before a boss fight. And it's safe to say we made it to the first boss fight without much trouble. Alright, we actually did put on difficulty enhancers, so the bosses will be a lot harder than the last time we did a challenge run. Oh shit, this guy's got aura. He's bald and has a beard. Ow, he hit me. Oh, he's dead. Dude, he barely even attacked.
Another day.
Are we sure we have difficulty enhancers on? He hit me once for 39, but he didn't even attack other than that. That was the easiest thing I've ever done. After each boss, you get to pick auras, and you get to have 5 total. These are more bigger buffs that you want to try to align with your spells because that's how you get busted builds, and you get 2 free aura upgrades per run that you can use before bosses as well. The first biome was easy. The second biome was also kind of easy. We did have one fight against a mini boss called Lupus, but winning that fight led to some good gambits, and that's really what the entire run is. You clear out these rooms, occasionally have harder rooms, and just level up your spells. The great thing with Astral Ascent is that nearly every spell can work. You just need to have good gambits and auras, and every playable character has their own spells. Its variety is incredible and some of the best you can find in the genre. But with that said, I don't have a crazy amount to show on this run. We cleared the second and third boss pretty easily, and the fourth biome is the last one before the final boss. So let's see how the rest of this run goes with the second last boss. Whose tornado is that? Ow. Help me, Leo! Even though I don't think I need you, but I'm still gonna use you because I need help. Okay, I couldn't tell if those were my bubbles or not. Jesus Christ, dude, I hit into a... Like, were those my bubbles? Because I swear they were damaging me. But I just got a trinket that also gives me bubbles. Alright, if enemy life is full, creates 1 toxic gas on poison hit, 20% chance to apply 1. Too much reading. Increases toxic gas damage by 50% on toxic gas hit, applies 2 poison. Got another blueprint. Armor by 9%. Get rid of the 2 spirit swords. Alright, we actually have a true final boss happening here. Let's see how we do. Ow. Beat the crap out of myself. All right. We would have won the run if I didn't put on 6 difficulty enhancers. We would have won the run technically right here. But it's not won yet because I decided to do this. I honestly don't remember this fight all that much. But he is definitely kicking my ass right now. And I died.
The galaxy laughs at you, insect.
I mean, I made it to the final boss. That's got to count for something. I would have won if I didn't put on so many difficulty enhancers, but it's a loss still, which is unfortunate. So close to victory. Another game where we lose to the final boss, but Astro Ascent is still super fun, and that run was also super fun. Absalom is the next game, which I have played a decent amount for a beat-em-ups game that doesn't have a crazy long story, but let me tell you why I have done that. It came out on Xbox, and I wanted to get all the achievements. Doesn't that look crisp? Ooh, sweet 100%. Mwah. It's beautiful. But it's a beat-em-up roguelike that has you play as one of 4 characters, and each character has their own unique mana-related attacks and playstyle to learn. You need to dodge and parry extremely well in this game, and everyone has their own timing to learn. Brome the Frog is by far my favorite character, but I decided to try this one run as Galandra, and I even spent a lot of resources on a few trinkets to give myself a few buffs before the run even starts, because I find beat-em-up games to be kind of hard to just jump in and play, especially if you only have one run. There's a certain rhythm that you need to adjust to, I feel like, and that's shown extremely early on in this run. I mean, I had to be good at this game at one point. I had to be good at it at one point. I got all the achievements on Xbox. That's the sign of a true gamer, surely. Hold on, I need to break everything. I need as much money as possible to buy every single relic in existence. I need a victory, man. I cannot lose. I cannot lose and be 12 and 13. I need to go positive. I need to go plus 500 on this challenge. Jesus Christ. Why can I not kill this guy? Jesus. Well, there goes half my HP. That's like the first 3 rooms in an entire run, and I already lost half my health. I have 2 revives because the meta progression is fully done, but this is not a hot start. Even with the ability to heal thanks to health pickups scattered across the world, I still find myself taking damage frequently. But we do make it to the first mini-boss with both revives.
Long-lost memories.
Sure, I'll take some sonic boom boom booms. I want you in my room. We'll spend the night together in my room. Oh shit, it's you? Can I block that? I don't think I can block that. You're gonna do the YouTuber voice in bed? I don't have a YouTuber voice, man. I don't have a YouTuber voice. Do I? Either way, the first mini-boss is down and our health is not in shambles. At this point, we have 3 paths that we can take. Through the forest, through the castle, or the mines. And I go with the mines because it is a path that I took the most while 100% in the game. We buy all the trinkets that we can from a shop because I'm rich, recruit a twink to help us, and then have a very fun battle room. No! Who invited these guys? Okay. There we go. I don't know why these guys are here already, but hey, whatever. I got him. I got him. I got him. I need to get a better attack. Inflicts burn when you deflect an enemy hit. Skill inflicts burn. I guess when I deflect, I deflect an okay amount. Just like any roguelite, you can get skills onto all the moves that you do in Absalom, and there's a good amount of variety to keep the runs feeling fresh the entire time you play. But after that room, we have ourselves the first boss fight. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh my god, I lose a Death Defiance in the first boss. Oh my god, I lost a freaking revive already. That's terrible. It's terrible because the enemies hit harder and become more frequent. And the next area we go to is Europa. But I did not realize the first area in Europa is actually cursed. After you clear a run, a handful of random rooms become cursed with more enemies, and enemies that appear in different areas may spawn. So I have to battle my way through some very tough rooms. Oh, this area is hard. Oh no, why'd I go to Europa? Oh no, and I got the bug where I spent $500 and then she doesn't actually help me? Are you kidding me? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, maybe I should have played as Carl. He's my best character by a mile. I can actually block with him. Yeah, maybe it's not actually a bug and sometimes she just scams you. Oh my god. I have 1 HP. 1 HP and a dream. Okay, well, I'm out of Death Defiances in a game that I thought I was gonna win. I should have played as Carl, man. I should have played as Carl. Dude, I'm telling you, if I'm playing as Carl, not even a question on how we're doing. Or not Carl, freaking Brome. Well, maybe Carl. I'm not bad with Carl. I thought I'd be pretty good with Galandra, but that's a lie. Get out of here. Give me a trinket. 20% chance of getting the throwable back after using it. Well, I mean, we don't even have a throwable build going because, well, we're going to go under to avoid another one of those types of rooms. And to get a lot of money. That swallowed me? Oh my god, I got licked in the butt and I died. That's just life right there. Sometimes somebody licks you in the butt and you're shocked and you die. We are on a very, very, very tough losing streak right now, and I don't really have any excuses for why. Sometimes you're just not that good at video games, but let's try to lose this losing streak with Dead Cells next. I have a good amount of hours, and most of those hours came in early 2023, and I did play this game a good amount then because I was able to get to 4 BC, which I like to think is pretty good. Never actually beat 4 BC, but hey, I made it there. But for this run, we're going to be playing on 1 BC, and early on, we decide to kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. We go for a brutality build. The first level was easily cleared with a sword and a fire blast. The fire blast is a weapon I'm not a big fan of, so we aim to replace it as fast as possible. And our first mutation we get is Scheme, so whenever we use a skill, our next attack does more damage. And with that in mind, I buy an infantry grenade that does more damage to poison targets because it has a quick cooldown of 4 seconds, and then replace the fire blast with fire bands. Not my favorite, but it's something. It's definitely an upgrade. But I want to build around poison because of this grenade. But this second area has nothing else, so we move on and grab our second mutation with No Mercy. It executes enemies once their health reaches a certain threshold, and we have one more section before the first boss. So let's see how we do going through the ramparts. All right, after this, we got the first boss. The great thing about Dead Cells is runs do go by pretty fast. They are pretty quick runs. The last 3 of these games are all kind of quick. There's only 2 more games after this, and one of them is like probably 15 minutes, if that, depending on how lucky I get. I lost half my health to an enemy. I've lost all my health to an enemy. You have got to be kidding me. Holy crap, man. I'm starting to not like my weapons. I got hit twice, and that was basically game over. Ooh, upgrade. There we go. The losses that I have, I feel like I've played good in most of them. Like FTL, I died to the final boss in FTL. That's a tough one. Absalom was awful. Darkest Dungeon 2 did not treat me well. And now if we lose, it's somehow I'm not gonna go over 50%. I don't know how. If we can win the rest of the games, we might make the playoffs. Colorless, highest level, 177, deals critical damage depending on the number of gun marks on the target. Oh man, that's a combo though. We've had some great runs, like on Hades. I played Hades 1 and Hades 2, both on 10 heat difficulty. That was a victory. Honestly, I think the Hades one might be the best one. 2 10 heaters in a row back to back on a dub. Abyssus, I've never played that, so it can't be one of my favorites. Abyssus? Double the ammo if we're gonna use this. If we're gonna use this gun, we might as well double the ammo because that means it'll be better. There we go. At least I beat this guy without taking any damage. On my head, it's like, I think we're committed. We don't have any poison, though, so, I mean, whatever. We could probably re-roll the modifiers on the grenade if we're going to keep using that as well. We are mostly committed to this build and go through the fractured shrines for the next area, which is a lot of platforming, avoiding traps, and enemies, of course. And the gun and sword are honestly incredibly strong, killing most things in a single hit. And it's mostly just traps that are dealing damage to me or just missing a platform. But we fly through the fractured shrines, and now we only have the clock tower before the second boss. And this area makes us fall apart. We go in with 3 flasks and use all of them. I also decided to change up from the sword and gun combo for a bow that deals more damage to enemies that are bleeding or are poisoned, because we have a trap that inflicts both of those onto enemies if they get hit. And we also ended up buying a bleeding sword. So going into the Timekeeper, we have a totally new build around poison and bleed. See if I even remember this fight. The Timekeeper, my bad, the Timekeeper. Let's finish this, he says. Dude, I've been finishing this for a while. Got him. This won't end well. Yeah. You better run. Now we're going into the castle with full HP, all flask, and a new build that seems to be working quite well. We need to find 2 or 3 keys in this final level to unlock that final boss fight, and our first key was extremely easy to get. So let's see if we can end this loss streak right here. Better than faking it. One like saying, oh yeah, I won all 25 games because I'm the greatest. Imagine, that's not fucking possible. Well, it is definitely possible, but if anything, it just reminds me of how hard some of these games are, man. There's some pretty hard fucking roguelites out there. It turns out not playing a game for a while makes you not that great at it. Well, look on the bright side. I made it to the throne room. I made it to the boss again. And I did put on a difficulty enhancer, even though I don't play this game a lot. I was like, let's still throw on a difficulty enhancer, you know? Let's throw one on. Oh, I get 1 flask. Okay. I got 2 flasks for this now. I got 2 flasks. Let's go, bitch. No, I was trying to heal. 12 and 11. I was trying to heal. Now, if you watch that back at 0.25 speed, you could see that barely hits me. Yeah, hitboxes are a thing, but god damn it, man. I just can't seem to win. Even if that didn't hit me, would I have won? The world will never know. And our second to last game that we're actually playing is Tiny Rogues, which is a good amount of time played, but not a lot of time played recently, so we don't know how we're gonna do. But with the terrible loss streak we have going on, I picked the Pyromancer as my starting character solely because I have won multiple times with them. This build is going to be attempted around mana and trying to get as much fire damage as possible. Tiny Rogues has like 12 floors, with each floor having 10 levels total, and each level gives you a reward. It goes by pretty fast because 10 minutes later, we're already on floor 4 and getting ready to face the boss. Can I have multiple companions? You got a football hype for some reason, a badge? It's just Twitch doing their stuff to make you feel FOMO or something, I don't know. Queen Bee, you're dead, Queen Bee. Don't worry, it's not Beyonce I'm killing. I would never. Beyonce's too good. Can I use 2 companions? Oh, it said it was guaranteed a companion. Doesn't mean they're all going to be companions. 35% damage at far range. Summons a Hawk companion. A Hawk to a companion. Summon limit 1, 1, 1. Still going strong indeed. On the 5th floor, we got a new upgrade that has a Razor Leaf attack every 3 times we use our main attack, so that's a little bit more damage, and we clear the 5th boss without taking damage as well. So that's about the halfway point of a run, I'd say, and let's see if we can finally win another game. We've made it to floor 6. I don't want to lose my intelligence. My intelligence is a solid 20, so we're not going to go through that. Don't know how I'm making a squid burn underwater, but hey, we take it. Ooh, rare weapon. Any burns? Any burns? Grants +5 dexterity per intelligence trait you have. +10 currently. Burn. Ruby wand. Is that a B in the magic or a D? It looks like a B. Fragility. My inventory's full. Oh, they become fragile. What the heck does them becoming fragile do? Make them, I'd say make them do less damage, but that doesn't really make any sense. 1 intelligence we will get. Don't mean to brag, you guys, but I am quite intelligent. I would love to get the chance to just get the potion upgrades, because then I can just put on all my potions that I have, because I do have a lot. We're already at the boss? That was fast. Eh, my summon could be better. Octopus! Yay! Or Kraken! Yay! Wait, I got hit? When the heck did I get hit? I don't even remember getting hit, but apparently I did. Because I have lost my goddamn, I've lost my, potion. Or my suppression in my armor. All right, through 6 floors. We're just going for death, though. Poison duration, 10% damage per mana container. The mana worm. I think the mana worm would definitely be the best option here. As much I would like to see a little shrimp walking around with me. Okay, come on, come on. There's the intelligence. I only got 1 key, but I'll use it because we could get that potion upgrade. With that potion upgrade, then I feel like we'd be set. Evade recharge. Apparently that thing just recharges by itself. Infusion buffs are permanent. That's not what I wanted. Gain 0.5 times stats from companions. Strong together. I guess if I find another companion, I can have them, but at this rate, I'm just gonna be saving my potions for the last goddamn section of the game. There goes my evasion again. I'm just gonna keep going intelligence if they keep giving it to me. I did see my evade go away that time, though. Contains rewards. Contains gold. Well, I don't want to get cursed, so... Reward choices are all set at least to epic rarity. Oh, I don't have a key for that. Oh my god, I am, he am, you are here, we are all together. See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the lyrics sitting on a cornflake, there's got to be some deeper meaning, because you can't really sit on a cornflake. And if you don't know what lyrics that's from, it's from I Am the Walrus from the Beatles, but it was during their phase where they were incredibly high off LSD, most likely. Where did the walrus go that is sitting on a cornflake? There is a lot happening in this fight right now, and it's kind of hard to keep up with. I definitely got hit way more than once there, but I'll take it. What's stopping you from sitting on a cornflake? I mean, there's nothing stopping you technically from sitting on a cornflake, but why would you sit on a cornflake? Modifiers to your movement speed also apply to ranged damage. 30% attack speed with magic weapons while standing still. Why the hell would I stand still? 15 to 35 fire damage to weapons, an accessory. Your nature damage inflicts bleed. Nettles have 2 times the effect. I don't think I have any nature damage. You and your companions deal 1.50 times damage per companion. Well, I should probably get another companion then, huh? 1 pair of boots. Maybe we get something better for the boots. Oh, evaded that, luckily. Ay, ay, ay. No! Oh my god, don't die on Tiny Rogues, Dylan. Don't make it be 500 with the last game on the line. And our final game is going to be Balatro. As you can see, I have a lot of experience with it, but with one run, anything can happen with how much luck is involved with getting certain jokers or getting the right cards, or really what difficulty you play on. But we have a fun way to decide what the parameters of the game are going to be. So we're going to do 2 random number generators. 1 through 15 first, generate the number. Number 5. So the deck we are playing on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, for sakes. We're playing on the black deck, and the difficulty answer will be... Okay, it's 1. It's 1. It's 1. We can do that. Thank God we got the white stake, because the black deck is notoriously one of the hardest decks in Balatro. Early on, we grab the mail-in rebate joker, which gives you money every time you discard a certain card during a blind. With that, we can get some money early on, and then we also grab a Mystic Summit, which gives us a 15 multi whenever we have 0 discards. And then grab a Riff Raff as well, because it gives us 2 common jokers whenever we select a blind. That's easily enough to get past the first of 8 antes. But we get rid of Riff Raff soon after and clear ante 2 with a smiley face joker that gives us 5 multi per every face card we play, and we have See and Double that gives us 2 times multiplier whenever our hand has a club card and something else scoring. This combo is good enough, and we pick up an abstract joker, which gives us multi based on how many jokers we have, which does work really well with the black deck, because the black deck does get an extra joker slot. And then we also have a fortune teller who gets more multi based on how many tarot cards we use. This gets us to ante 4 easily, but I'm not sure on the See and Double as a whole. It doesn't really feel all reliable, so let's see if we can finish this challenge with more wins than losses with a Balatro victory. Sadly, I need to waste basically all my discards, but convert the left card into the right card. Beautiful. Full house. $20 hit. Things we love to see. 21,000. And look at that interest. We have money. That is so not good. I say it's not good, but I'm still going to take it. The boots! The boots, they're made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. Burr just got the Balatro win for you. If we don't f this up, let's not mess this up now. We have a big win coming through. Maybe. We'll see. He's not that great at Balatro, though. 18,000. That's the thing, is we don't have a lot of chips. That's the problem. I will probably mess this up somehow. Honestly, we could get rid of the See and Double. I don't think that card's going to be all that good in the... I mean, we're still winning, but it's ante 5. Luckily, I'm on a white stake, so... Beat it by 400. We're on ante 6. This is still not a free win. Sell that. I think the hologram is just a lot better than anything else we could get. Double the money. It's only a 1.5 compared to a 2 times, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's still just better. $30,000. I'm gonna try something crazy with this throwback. Trying something crazy because I feel like we'll have so much multi from the boot. We won't need anything else, surely. Don't really want to use this now, but it won't break. No repeat hand types this round? That ain't stopping me, man. I'll use my 3 of a kind immediately. That's how confident I am. 51,000. Boom, baby. We're on ante 7. 140,000. $101,000 from that. You can't stop me. Wall. This. We are on ante 8. I've never won with To the Moon in my hand, which is kind of funny, because it has actually been an integral part of this run. Shit, we have a very large blind ahead of us. Okay, don't panic. We can still win, even though it's a very large blind. Don't let the very large blind intimidate you. 114,000 from 1, but I only have 3 hands. Dude, we're gonna... Oh, I should have bought that last 9, whatever. 3 of a kind. Don't even need anything else. Game over, man. Game over. John Balatro. 1! See, it just took 1. John Balatro is the winner. Oh, thank God. I thank God. You guys can't make fun of me now because I'm 13 and 12. That's better. That's more than half. It's technically more than half. We're in the Pacific Division in hockey. We make the playoffs. 3 people will appreciate that one. Thank you to those 3. Losing 12 of my favorite roguelites on this challenge isn't a bad thing. Those 12 losses, well, most of them, were still pretty fun, and playing every single game reminded me why these 25 games are my favorites. Now, this list can obviously change in the future, and some games may move up or down or get removed entirely based on me playing more games, but I thought this was a fun excuse to include all of these games in one giant video one last time. So thank you for watching. If you liked it a lot, you can like and subscribe, as it does help out the channel a lot, and I want to give an extra special shout out to the Patreon subs and channel members as always. That extra support really means the world, so thank you for that. That's all from me, and I'll see you next time.